Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Now Hardy on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! 21! Let's go!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Hey, let's go!
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Louis. Hey, Shell. Whoa. Hey, Shell. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, Goff. Being shot, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Duke Riley into dropping behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Second and 10 now. Ryan eluding the pressure right. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He finds Coleman. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 30 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell McClain coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Flushed out right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, it's Gurley. They find some open field here. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tech McKinley able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Ryan on second down. Flush to his right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go. Hey, wait. Hey, got it. 20.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this. And that's caught inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's first and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On second down, Ryan eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Ryan into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
DC.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing it out deep for Woods. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Try to get it to Woods, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Goff on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Going up top for Cup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in the touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Still going. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because you usually have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, here's Goff. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 12, 12. Let's go. Al, look up.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jack Crawford coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he's able to put it through. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Orange.
Out of the gun. Gone. He gets it to Cooks. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, here we go.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Go!
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Clock management
21.
Definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Ryan steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mark Barron.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go. 76. Hey, 76. Tiger. Cross it on.
To throw on second down is Goff. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one all the way across midfield.
Look at you go. Okay, you got it. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. If I got my stuff. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte back, liquor clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a pantyhose.
Go over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to do. Get over here. He's gonna get this. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling.
one in the bag bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Nah, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of abusing this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, I ask her man, cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda, y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the Juggbihh, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. And none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Money back, money back, money back, make it like a money back, money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like he makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo! Money back, money back, money back.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8.
Lucy. 11B.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down.
Here we go. Hey, spread right, smack.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The big man, Jurrell Casey, in on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Leonard Fournette. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Shotgun now for Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Mike 39, Lucy. 11. Here we go. 380.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Following the interception here, Mariota. And right away, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. First down, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
11B.
To throw is Bortles. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
380. Hey, let's go. Trip front. Hey, 54 Ricky. Lucy.
Bortles to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
One.
They go play action here on 1st down. Well, going deep here for Taylor. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And that is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks. Say, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Play action now. Mariota. Now he's going to throw it deep to the others. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Space to maneuver at the 40. Walker with a grab, left side. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Bortles now on first down. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucy.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Let's go. Keep it rolling. One.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airs this out for Matthews. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Spread left. 11. Lucy. Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Sunday. 372. 11B.
Now Bortles. They find Yeldon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Let's go. So right.
Bortles now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Play fake. Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The open man is Westbrook. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Hank. So right. Green 80. So right. Green 80. 11B. 372. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11B. Here we go.
Back to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
11B.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Lucy. 372. Here we go.
Back to throw. And not only did he drop and he dropped it in the end zone.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Again, it's Lewis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Mariota. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, going deep here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They begin with a run by Yeldon, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the Titans getting set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one goes for 24 yards.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mariota now from the 50. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Here we go.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry up. What can Bortles do now with his drive? And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. That was complete to Yeldon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it. They'll have the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop a shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up, looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is a 26-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. But we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
done seen the best of them, jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say that they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living. Yeah,
I done seen the best of them, jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face I place my like a drive-through. Feel it, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them, jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when them prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best of them, jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, ice on my neck like a little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs will lick a swab.